Hello everyone, this is Anish Verma and you are listening to the Empower Your Mind for Success podcast. Most of you know by now that I was struggling with my businesses until 4 years ago. I tried multiple businesses. My fifth business had come to a disappointing end after spending a lot of money on it. Over my 5 businesses, I spent more than $80,000, about $80,000, I would say. And didn't have much to show for, which obviously meant that I had to continue working in my corporate career, and so did my wife, and we didn't have options or choices, and that's not a good place to be in. I was always interested in setting up my own business, doing something on the side, and trying something in a transition mode where I would continue working on my job and then also find something that would work on the side. That was always my my way of moving forward on this. Anyways, 4 years ago, when I knew that the businesses didn't succeed primarily because of me, and not because of what the business was or who was trying to help me. It was primarily me. I believe I was not ready to receive the help. My mindset was not right. My thought process was completely oriented from an employee mindset perspective, and that is who I was at that time, and so were my results. So things changed. From about 4 years ago, right, 2016 onwards, I made a lot of changes. Started reading a lot. Started talking to and interviewing a lot of millionaires who were doing their businesses in different areas, and I started learning a lot. But I want to talk to you guys about the winter of 2008. I was working for a large corporation at that time, and was working at for a client on a very tough project. The client was very tough, a very demanding client, sometimes unreasonable expectations. I think that's what happens in consulting. Consultants put in a lot of effort to keep the clients happy and fulfill the client's demands. But the winter of 2008, the project was going through a tough phase. We had fallen behind on our deliverables on the project, and we were trying to catch up. The only way to catch up is add more resources and work extra hours on the project. Adding more resources meant that our profit margins on the project would go down, but we bit the bullet on that and brought in a lot of additional help and started working long hours. It was one of those nights, I believe it was 1 o'clock early in the morning. I was returning back home, and most of us, I clearly remember those days. It was winter in Midwest. So I reached the office before sunrise, and I left office to get back home after sunset. So there were weeks and weeks that I did not see the sunrise or sunset. They didn't see light at all. It was all artificial light. So one night I was returning back home. It was 1 o'clock in the night, and I was trying to get home fast. The roads are pretty open at that time, and I was driving around the speed limit, a little bit over the speed limit, I believe. And I approached a curve or a turn where I had to take the turn. And so just imagine, right, it is pretty dark. It's the expressway, so there are no street lights on the expressway. It is icy, and you wouldn't be able to see the conditions on the road, even with your headlights. It could be black ice on the roads. You wouldn't be able to see it. It was pretty dark, and I was getting back home. And on one of these curves, I was still on pretty good speed, and I took the turn around, along the bend, and my car spun, and I couldn't control the car, and I believe I was at a speed of 75-80 miles per hour. My car spun, and it spun twice, 360 degrees on the road, and I remember holding on to my dear life and gripping the steering wheel very hard, and my entire life came in front of my eyes. my leaving India, coming to the US, getting married, having my first child. We didn't have the second child by then. Having the first child, all the things, my parents, my brother, everything came rushing into my memory, and I believe it couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 or 4 seconds that I was spinning, and then when I stopped spinning, the car automatically went towards the rightmost lane, and the car stopped, and I was banked on the lane. I was really shaken up. I was in a state of shock, and the car had stalled, the engine stopped, and I couldn't move the car. And before I could regain my senses, there was another car that approached me from behind, and the way the bend was, that was right under an overpass. So not necessarily that somebody could see a car is parked or stopped on the rightmost lane of the expressway. So this car is approaching from behind, and I can see the car just come in, and I think he realized that there is a car stopped in front of him, and so he had to get onto the bank of the road to avoid hitting me, and he got onto the bank and sped away. But I was sitting there, and after I think about 60 seconds, I realized I need to start the car and start driving back home. I got home safely, but I still remember this incident because I realized that anything can happen to anybody at any time. We all know that, but when it happens to you, I think your thought process, your perspective changes. And this incident made my resolve stronger to do something more. I did not want my family to be dependent on my source of income. My wife was working, obviously, but I didn't want them to depend on one source of income, that is from me. We had life insurance, so if anything happened, they would be covered for a little bit, but that is besides the point. The point was that you need to do something more, and I realized that even more after that incident, and I started looking for several other businesses, and finally when I was fed up in my mind, thinking of all the existing businesses don't work, I got into my IT tech startup where I was building a health care related app. But my point, guys, is that there is no right time to start something great, right? You already are working in a job, you're already doing a regular business. It's just time to diversify your income. It is time to diversify your cash flow, and there is no better time than today, than now, right? You don't have to wait for all the stars to line up, all the ducks to fall into a row. For a pandemic like we are going through right now with COVID-19 or any other event that needs to push you. We all need to learn from the wisdom of others and try to make our lives better. So no better time than starting something now. And this is the best time to start something online because the entire world has shifted operations online. Because of COVID-19, things will return to some normalcy, but the normalcy is not the old normal. It is going to be the new normal, and the new normal will be where people will not be investing a lot in real estate. Companies would have realized they don't need as much commercial space. It is okay for employees to work from home. They don't have to drive to the office every day and waste time. They could use that time to work or do something else. The carbon footprint obviously has gone down. Telemedicine has picked up. Education is going to become more online, will become mainstream. Universities will adjust, which have been operating in a certain mode for the last 150, 200 years. So things are changing. There has been no better time than now to start something online, start something new. So take advantage of this time, everybody, and do something. I think if you have a desire to do something more than what you are doing today, the best thing to do is starting an online business. and there is a lot of help available out there, right? I just finished writing my my ebook titled Top 10 Books Every Entrepreneur Should Read yesterday. I just finished it yesterday, and after I compiled those my learnings from all those 10 books, it all boils down to two basic things, right? You need to have a burning desire. Your desire to do something more has to be a burning one. It is not that I need to do it. It doesn't have to be need to be, want to be. It has to be a burning desire coming from a long unfulfilled dream that you have had, and you have not had time to pursue it. That's number one. And second is, once you have that, then you need to start putting a system around you for you to ensure to stay on the path to achieve your North Star, to get to your North Star, to achieve your burning desire. There is nothing more to it other than that. I mean, there are a lot of minor details or finite details underneath of it that I'm working on, and I've created this Empower Your Mindset system that I would where I'm going to be helping people identify their strengths and aligning their strengths to an online business that they should start. And once they have identified that online business, I will help them identify people who could help them in that business, right? So I'm launching this business called as Empower Your Mindset System officially. I've already helped a few people launch their own businesses by now, so I know it works. It has worked for me. I have launched a business since that system has been around. So, I know it works, and my purpose, I believe in life, is to help you get to a place where you did not believe was possible. And that place is the place where you have achieved your financial freedom. You will not be able to achieve your financial freedom till you start. And today, now is the best time to start. You don't have to have figured out the entire plan, because your plan will change, right? Let's say you write 100 steps in your plan. If the first step fails, you have to revise the rest of the 99 steps anyway. So no point in devising detailed plans that we are used to creating in a corporate world, right? Start something, identify what your strengths are, identify what you would want to do, what your dreams are, try to align everything, work to your strengths, learn new skills as much as possible, and start something. Failure is inevitable. Failure is guaranteed, right? Failure is guaranteed. It just depends on how you look at that failure. If you quit, then you have failed. Otherwise, they're all temporary defeats. And that is okay. You did not learn walking on the 10th day after you were born. You stumbled, you crawled, you fell, you hurt yourself, you went through pain, but you learned how to walk. It's a process. The same thing applies in the business. See, the beauty of a business is the laws of universe apply to a business. Think about farming, and I always take this example of farming, right? The day you sow the seed is not when you reap the harvest, right? There is a law of gestation, there is law of transmutation. There are multiple laws that get applied for the seed to get converted into a sapling, into a plant, into a tree, fruit-bearing tree. And some seeds don't even get converted into a fruit-bearing tree. They are dead seeds, or the soil that they are buried in was not conducive for that seed to become a fruit-bearing tree. So all these things will happen. But till you do it, you will not go through that journey. It's a journey, right? Your journey, your business venture is going to be a journey for you. The sooner you start your journey from an employee to entrepreneur, the better it is for you. And it doesn't have to replace your job if you don't want to do that. Some people love their job. I loved my job. But I knew that for me to have more control over my time, I had to do a business. Yes, you can make a lot more money in business, and you can make a decent amount of money in a job as well. But you will never be in control of your time in a job. And having control of time is much, much more important than having control of money. Because money can be made, can be lost, and can be remade. But once time is lost, it's gone forever. Time is not money, guys. A lot of people say time is money. That is false. Time is more important than money. So if you resonate with this message, if you want to do something more than what you have been trying to do, if you are aspiring financial freedom, if you are aspiring choices in your life, then this is the best time to start an online business. Take it from a guy who has tried multiple businesses over the last multiple years, right? And I'm here to help. There is no reason for you to reinvent the wheel. I'm here to help you by implementing the Empower Your Mindset system, where I will walk you through the secrets of the entrepreneurs and how they succeed in whatever they do. Believe me, it is not the business. It's not how you do it. Why you do it is more important. The how and the what will manifest itself once you know your why. So once again, if this message resonates with you, let me know. Look me up on empowermindset.coach. Look me up on empowermindset.coach, or you can send me an email at anish@empowermindset.coach. You can leave a message on this podcast. One way or the other, reach out to me. And if not me, reach out to whoever you know who can help you. But get started now. Remember, you have unlimited potential. Own it. Thank you for listening. Until next time, take care.